Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
Today we are at Animal Kingdom theme park and we are headed to Flame Tree Barbecue, which is a great spot to grab a quick service meal.
I really love this space for a number of reasons. It's centrally located inside of Animal Kingdom. It's a great option that's alternative to all of the traditional theme park fare. It's not the best barbecue on property. It's not going to be the best barbecue you've ever had in your life, but to have a spot that they do put some different twists on barbecue, and it is pretty reasonably priced for what it is.
It is. So basically you have options of doing a ribs, chicken, and pulled pork sampler for $18.99. That's the most expensive thing on the menu, and it comes with baked beans and coleslaw. You can also just do a rib dinner, a ribs and chicken combo, just the chicken, but then you get into the fun stuff. You get the baked mac and cheese with pulled pork. You also have a smoked pulled pork sandwich and a smokehouse chicken salad as some different options. Now they do, yeah, I know, I was looking at that salad. They do have Impossible burnt ends, which we've had.
Ugh.
And they were not good.
Do not get these.
Unless they've changed, but we're not gonna try them today.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
So if you are vegetarian, vegan, this may not be the spot for you.
You can also mobile order here, which is a fantastic option if you don't want to stand in the line, but usually that line isn't too bad. We have done both, and so it's kind of like sometimes it might just be easier to walk up and grab in the line, but if it looks like there's a long line, check out the mobile order option as well. The seating here is actually really good as well. That is one thing. Now it is order to counter and take your food and sit outside, so that is a little bit of a negative, but there are great views to be had. So it is going to be 93 degrees today here in Central Florida. I like the heat. We like the heat, so it's good for us, but just know that there's no air conditioning at this restaurant.
Yeah, we're going to test out those shady areas and see how comfortable it is in 93-degree heat.
That's right. I am excited. I am hungry. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. All right, we have arrived. So I've gotten this before. I got the pulled pork mac and cheese. First off, they do not do discounts here except for cast member discounts, so that is important to know. Second off, the prices are not bad. However, the serving size on this pulled pork mac and cheese is smaller than it was the last time. So
it is.
I think we're having a little bit of shrinkflation here, but 3 meals, 3 cups of water, $40.54. All right, you want to try
Jennings half a chicken is huge.
I was gonna say, man, like comparing all three, I think I'd rather have the half a chicken because it's big. It's got a base of mac and cheese. That's really where they skimped on this one.
Yeah,
I don't know why they skimped on it, but
yeah, there's a nice amount of pork.
Lots of pork on this thing, and slaw, and some crispy, crispy onions on there. Needs a little more barbecue sauce, but they'll give you sides of barbecue sauce. This one's okay. It's again not as good as it used to be. It's smaller than it used to be. But it's definitely not a bad option, not a bad choice.
So I got the pulled pork sandwich, and it comes with a side of beans. I've already tried the beans. They're very, very tasty.
Try the beans.
Get on in there.
Jennings also got a side of these beans. Oh, the beans actually have barbecue in it. Is that pork in the beans?
I think so. The pulled pork sandwich comes with coleslaw on it. She did ask though if we wanted the coleslaw on it. I of course did, because that's how you eat a pulled pork sandwich. That's very good actually for just a theme park, quick service, pulled pork sandwich. The pulled pork is delicious. The coleslaw is pretty good on there. I added some barbecue sauce they gave me at the counter, but yeah, it's a winner.
It's pretty good. Again, way too many bones for
It's a half a chicken, man.
Chickens have way too many bones, but it is very good. It's got flavor all throughout it. It's not dry at all. I haven't tried it with barbecue sauce yet, but it's like juicy. It's everything.
All right, we're gonna finish up our barbecue and finish this up at home.
All right, we are back.
Before we get into this review, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at fantasticalvacations.com. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
You want some barbecue?
You want a little barbecue?
All right, so we spent the day at Animal Kingdom and we did a dining review over at Flame Tree Barbecue, which is a great quick service option for a quick on-the-go meal. We love all of the shaded seating outdoors because we like sitting outside anyway, but it is not the best quick service place on property, so I'm just gonna say that right now. Shall we get into it?
Yes. All right, so let's start with ambiance. So because of just the plethora of outdoor seating, shaded, fanned options here, it really does add to that ambiance of being able to grab your food and go, and usually you can find kind of a quiet little cubby hole to just kind of chill and relax.
Yeah, there's multiple shelters when you leave the restaurant. So you get your food at the restaurant, and on the left-hand side, that's where all the shelters are. There's one obvious one giant one, and that's the one that always fills up first. If that one's full or just busy, just keep walking like down the steps, past the water. You can go up next to the big lagoon where they do the shows like the kite tails and all of that. So that is a great option for seating, shaded. They got fans in there. It is not indoors. So we almost knocked it down a little bit further just because there were no indoor seat. There's never been indoor seating here. It's all outdoor seating. But that being said, it's way better ambiance than some of the other quick service places. Like I'm looking at you, Woody's Lunchbox. Like you can't even get a table at Woody's Lunchbox unless you're lucky. So all in all, I think it's fairly good.
Yeah, I think it's great too. I mean, it's just, and it was 90 degrees today and it was very comfortable
93.
in all of those shaded areas. Like it was just, it felt nice sitting outside with the fans and the shaded areas and everything. So all in all, we gave that a 4.
Theming is not the best. It's better than average, but it's not anywhere like exceptional or anything like that. Like it is, I feel like it's tied into kind of like that transition into Asia. You can see Asia across the water, but it is a barbecue joint. And so it's kind of a strange kind of cross between like barbecue into Asian theming and I don't really like, it's not really cohesive, that everything they're doing there. And it's Flame Tree, which I never really understood Flame Tree barbecue, but it's nice, it's peaceful, there's great landscaping there, it's decorated lovely. I just don't know that there's really a cohesive theme necessarily. And you're in a theme park, so for those that don't think theming is important, that's fine. Don't go here for this rating. But at the same time, if you're in a theme park, we kind of think theming is important.
Yes. Now, the one thing that really just kind of adds to the theming here is that because you are down there by the water, you get to watch all the flotillas pass by with the characters on it and the music and all of that kind of fun jive. And so we bumped up theming a little bit because of that. So we gave this a 3.5.
Service was quite good. We did not mobile order, although that is an option. We chose to stand in line, and it didn't take that long to order, maybe maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Anyway, when we walked up, the guy that was like directing people to the cashiers to order, he had us wait there for a second because there were a few people in each line. And so he made small talk with us, asked us how our day was, all of that stuff. So that was really nice. You interacted with the others.
Yeah, the lady at the counter did the same thing, like while we were waiting for food to come out, and just kind of small talk and visited, and got like me and the lady next to me, we were all kind of talking to each other, and so it was just very pleasant, like a very pleasant experience.
That being said, you clear your own trays, you throw away your own stuff. They had a bit of a backlog, so it wasn't anything like over the top. It was slightly above average. We gave service a 3.5.
Yeah, they even had people in kind of the different shelter areas, or at least rotating through, cleaning off the tables as people left. So that was nice too. Finally, the food. So this is decent barbecue. It is not the best barbecue on property. It is not the best barbecue you will ever eat. However, for the middle of a theme park and for the price that they charge for it, it's not bad.
I would say it is slightly above average barbecue. Slightly above average. The serving size of the pulled pork mac and cheese, which is the most famous thing they have, has gotten smaller. They used to put a fried onion ring, or a fried onion ring on top of it. They didn't do that this time. There were like fried onion like straws or sticks on there. So that was kind of a bummer. It's gotten smaller, so I mean, shrinkflation strikes again, I guess. I don't know. So it was still good. It just I devoured it, and I was still a little bit hungry when I was done, and so that was a little bit of a bummer. The other two things, like, you were full with your pulled pork sandwich.
My pulled pork sandwich was good, and it was a nice, like, normal sized portion, and then it came with a little side of beans. And then Jennings, like, half a chicken was like, it was a pretty decent sized chunk of chicken there, with some coleslaw and beans as well.
I guess until they figure out how to buy smaller chickens, then they're stuck with half a chicken. So he didn't finish his. He was full, and he had quite a bit of food. So I suggest maybe going with the half a chicken. It was pretty good. It was moist. It was a decent half a chicken. I don't know. Like, so I'm a little bit bummed about the size and the lack of, like, it used to be better. And that's a little bit of a bummer. But it was still pretty good. So we gave food a 3.5.
So if you add all that up and divide it out, it is a 3.625, which, you know, I mean, it's not a bad place to stop. I will say that there are better places in Animal Kingdom. Looking at you, Satuli Canteen. That is definitely where I would stop before I stopped at Flame Tree Barbecue. The other thing about Flame Tree that I don't love is that they do have the Impossible burnt ends. We've tried those before. They're not good. This is just, it's not an area that is good for someone that is vegan or vegetarian. It would just not be a good stop for you.
But Animal Kingdom does have really good snack stands, like, scattered throughout the parks, and so you can get some pretty interesting snacks, but not necessarily at a full-blown restaurant. So I would go to Satuli Canteen or Nomad Lounge or one of the really good snack stands that we will get to on our reviews before I go to barbecue, unless I just really, really wanted barbecue and I was okay with a little bit mediocre barbecue, then I might go to Flame Tree. Other than that, I would actually take advantage of just like the shelter and maybe do what we did the last time we went there. We got the Trilobites. What was that? The buffalo chicken nachos, buffalo chicken chips, something like that. Those were really good, and we just took them over to Flame Tree and ate them in the Flame Tree seating area, and it was fine.
Yes. All right. Well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
We will see you on the next video.